Let's start, Dougie, by talking about Chelsea going into the first game of the season. It's been very busy. New manager, yet again. It all seems a little bit chaotic, be the right word to use?
I think that's absolutely the right word to use. Look, last season was an improvement. They finished 6 places higher. They finished 19 points better off. But still, there was that mutual agreement between Pochettino and the club to part ways. They bring in Enzo Maresca, who hasn't managed in a top league before. He lost 7 of their final 12 league games with Leicester last year. It was still enough to get promoted as champions. And then you look at the transfer business once again. 9 new players brought in this summer, 2 for next year, over £160 million spent. And some of those names don't feel ready to push Chelsea up into the top 4 mix just yet. So, yeah, once again, there's a lot of unknowns for Chelsea going into this window. It feels like they are hoping that one of these wonder kids will turn into a Vinicius Junior, but Vinicius Junior only got there because he was given time and patience and game time. I just feel like there's far too many players. There's over 50 in their squad at the moment, and it's pretty chaotic.
And one of them, Sam, is Pedro Neto. You've been taking a bit of a look at him, haven't you?
Yeah, he's Chelsea's £54 million signing. Now, like Mikel Arteta, Enzo Maresca is from the Pep Guardiola school of thought. And what do Man City and Arsenal have? They have one-on-one wingers. And Pedro Neto showed last season that he's one of the best one-on-one wingers in the Premier League. So ignore the assist for the moment. You've got fast breaks, he can carry the ball, he progresses the ball, and he has end product in one-on-ones. But crucially, there is that end product. Only Kevin De Bruyne managed more assists per 90 than Pedro Neto last season. However, there is an issue with Pedro Neto. Small little asterisk to his name, so to speak, and that is injuries. As you can see, in the last 2 seasons, he's missed nearly half the season. He missed 3 months of last season. But he still performed really well. But again, this is a little bit of a growing trend from his time at Wolves. He hasn't played that many minutes. But for Pedro Neto, it's great. He's got a 7-year contract. For an injury-prone player, it's like a goldmine. But are Chelsea going to get the £54 million out of him?
Well, that is the question, isn't it, Dougie? Do you think he is a good signing for Chelsea?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I think Chelsea have signed some really exciting attacking players in the last few windows. You know, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer, of course, Madueke showing glimpses last season. I do think Pedro Neto is one of the most exciting players in the league. But if you expand his injury record out to all competitions, he's missed over 100 games over the last 4 seasons. That's far too many. That's far too many for any player. That's far too many for any manager to trust in terms of building. And it felt like, you look at Chelsea's squad at the moment, there's a number of goalkeepers there, but is there a quality one? We'll maybe come on to that in due course. There's no, out-and-out number 9 to back up Nicholas Jackson. Did they need another right winger when they've got Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling, Noni Madueke? It didn't feel like an essential signing, but I do think he's a really high-quality player. So if he can stay fit, I think he'll improve Chelsea. But would he improve Chelsea as much as if they'd signed a really top-quality number 1, a goalkeeper, or a top-quality number 9 to help out Nicholas Jackson? I'm not so sure.